Chicago.
10 p.m. at the Voice of Labor with Ron O'Brien and Ringo Starr. WCFL 1003 with Ron O'Brien. A lot of you are thinking that Larry O'Brien and I are probably brothers since we both have the same last name and we spell the same way. Well, I'd be lying if I said that was true, so I can't lie. Actually, Larry's my father. Dad, would you warm up a hot plate when I get home? There's J.J. Cale, guy who wrote this song, After Midnight.
After midnight, we're gonna...
WCFL, where After Midnight, Steve York lets it all hang down, but he usually makes it in by 2. 10:06 Wednesday night with Ron O'Brien.
You know what I found I could do when I get a scratch on my car? Take a crayon, the same color as my car, and fill it in, and it fills up, it polishes up, and it prevents rusting, too. Crayon.
It's the real thing, Coke-ing. That's the way it should be.
Here's a hint. When it gets hot outside, Coca-Cola will make you cool on the inside.
It's the real thing, Coca-Cola. It's the real thing.
Attention, track and field fans. Here's a message from your Chicagoland Coca-Cola bottler. The first International Track and Field Invitational Meet will be held at Prospect High School, Mount Prospect, Illinois, on June 10th. The meet is truly international, with only top graduating star seniors from the United States, but also with help from the AAU, stars from abroad. We're still trying to find that broad. So plan to be at Prospect High School at 12:30, Saturday, June 10th. That's the International Prep Track and Field Invitational with a little help from the real thing, delicious ice-cold Coca-Cola.
Uh-oh. The Jimmy Castor bunch is coming down the street, and right at you. You're gonna be destroyed.
Sometimes he'd get up, try to do his thing. He'd begin to move. Something like this. Dance. Dance.
Jimmy has come down a lot of streets since his Haley Roy days. Now, he's put it all together.
When he got tired of dancing alone, he'd look in the mirror, he'd say, gotta find a woman, gotta find a woman, gotta find a woman, gotta find a woman.
The Jimmy Castor Bunch album is called It's Just Begun on RCA Records and Tapes.
The Jimmy Castor Bunch album, It's Just Begun, contains troglodyte. The Jimmy Castor Bunch on RCA Records and Tapes, available at Laurie Records, 1741 Sherman Avenue in Evanston.
WCFL weather.
Going to be fair overnight, lows around 40 in the city, high in the upper 30s in the suburbs. Sunny and warmer tomorrow on Friday with a high near 70 tomorrow, around 80 on Friday. It's going to be all right. Winds from the northeast today, northwest 61, southwest 58, Marina City 52 at WCFL.
Now that you're...
WCFL at 10:11 with Ron O'Brien and Chris Hahn.
WCFL.
10:13 on a Wednesday night at WCFL. Ron O'Brien living in a house divided. I'm right between the Ravenswood L. I have to go across the tracks to get into my living room. It's really an experience during the rush hour.
Look at us.
WCFL with Ron O'Brien, my exclusive recipe for the famous Kickapoo Joy Juice. You put the lime in the coconut, like this. WCFL with Nilsson doing his Jose Jimenez imitation there. That's coconut. 10:20 on a Wednesday night with Ron O'Brien.
This prime season, Genghis announces a whole new concept in formal wear. Tuxedos you can dance the funky penguin in. Trousers with 20-inch flares to give you that extra leg room you need for the bikini drop or the Popeye. Dinner jackets with natural shoulders so your arms can move freely. How else you gonna dance the Jed Clampett or the James Brown? Ruffled shirts in every conceivable color, made of soft drip-dry material that won't scratch, even if you're dancing the itch.
All right.
This prime season went from Genghis, the tuxedo people who understand you can't do the funky penguin dressed up like a funky penguin.
Woo! There's a Genghis store near you in Chicago at 1455 East 53rd Street and Lincoln Village Shopping Center, and at Norridge and Harlem and Irving, and 18 other Chicagoland stores.
Pardon me, sir. May I have your name?
Day, Roger Day, but I'd rather...
I notice you are wrinkled, Mr. Day. You are wrinkled, Mr. Day. Creased, baggy, saggy, disheveled, untidy, and not the least bit kempt.
I think it's my suit.
I hope it's your suit.
I should have walked to work. It was pressed when I left the house. You know, it creases when I sit down and bumps out at the knees, creeps out the... Maybe I better quit my job and stay home and keep the suit on a hanger.
There's another answer, Mr. Day. Robert Hall.
He's a press hairdresser?
No, he's a store. A store with polyester double-knit suits that resist wrinkles with a vengeance, that keep their shape better than you keep yours.
Do they have desirable new patterns and colors?
Oh, they do.
Single-breasted shape models with wider lapels?
Of course.
Fancy pockets, deeper vents, flared trousers?
In regular shorts and longs.
What do they cost, $1 million?
No, guess again.
$69.95.
Yep, $69.95, including alterations, which in your case are extensive.
Now, where can I buy these Robert Hall double-knit polyester fashion suits for just $69.95?
I don't know.
Don't know either. Shop Robert Hall, open daily 9:30 to 9:30. All open Sundays new to 6. Charge with your favorite Bank of America card or Master Charge.
Oh, my little bitty pretty one. You got an older sister that's not doing anything.
Here's the Jackson 5. WCFL. Whenever Michael Jackson sings, my voice changes. 10:24 Wednesday night with Rod Stewart, singing with Python Lee Jackson.
Every day I spend my time.
Come on, 7. Papa needs a new pair of shoes. I gotta quit gambling. I don't have much luck. I was the one who built on Canyon Arrow 2 to win the Indianapolis 500. 10:27 Ronald Brown at WCFL.
WCFL Chicago.
WCFL 10:34 on a Wednesday night. Nice snap, though. Ron O'Brien with Bridget Pink in the House of the Rising Sun. WCFL with Bridget Pink. Your pink baby Bridget, but it's going to burn with Dick Biondi tomorrow afternoon at 2. 10:37 with Ron O'Brien on a Wednesday night. Help a forgotten people. Support the work of the American Indian Center, 1630 West Wilson in Chicago.
Take my hand, Miss Sally Ann. I've got the dancing feeling. You got me rocking and reeling. Hey, Miss Sally Ann, put on a pair of your new shoes. We'll chase away the blues in the summertime. Well, we'll go dancing all around this great big town in our white shoes in the summertime. In our white shoes in the summertime.
Now you can win a Toyo 8-track sound system, retail value over $400, or one of 44 cartridge tape players in the Tom McCann Sound Sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Just stop by your nearest Tom McCann store and enter. Winners will be drawn after contest ends on June 18th. Enter now at your nearest Tom McCann store.
Grand opening Thursday. Save on Hi-Fi. Playback. The electronic playground.
We'll be fair overnight. Low around 40 tonight. In the suburbs in the upper 30s. Sunny and warmer tomorrow through Friday. High near 70 tomorrow. Going to be nice on Friday with a high of around 80. Winds are from the south at 9. Northwest 53. Southwest 52. Downtown of Marina City, 53 degrees at WCFL. WCFL at 10:41 on a Wednesday night with Ron O'Brien.
What a fun place. Just Pants. What a fun place to be. Just Pants. All that Just Pants pants still move to and still move you off the monster wall. F Just Pants. Buckle up now. F Just Pants.
Plenty of Levi's action happening up the Monster Pant Wall at Just Pants right now. All the greatest goods from the old master pant maker, Mr. Levi Strauss, are racked and stacked and ready for all the action you can give them. Take your pick from great new flares, detailed jeans, and super straight leggers, all done up in spring and summer like colors and fashions. And there are lots of blue denims you wear forever, too. Come on, grab yours today at Just Pants. Levi's and legs are a natural. Just Pants in Chicago, Bolingbrook and Bolingbrook Commons.
Just Pants.
You've got a lot of living ahead of you. The kind of living that works up a big thirst. A thirst just made for Pepsi-Cola. Pepsi turns on a grin and helps put back the go you thought was long gone. Pepsi's got a lot to give.
It's the Pepsi generation coming at you, going strong. Put yourself behind the Pepsi. If you're living, you belong. You've got a lot to live, and Pepsi's got a Pepsi's got a lot to give.
Listen to the sound of forgotten time. And remember when you were young and innocent, like Stephen Delgado, age 17, home from school for a visit with his stepmother. The stepmother. A woman young enough to know real desire, bold enough to commit the ultimate sin. The stepmother. A unique motion picture experience that will startle you with its candor. An intimate portrait of a woman without shame, a boy torn by unnatural desires, and a father who lived with his own private hell. If you have ever lived with a moment of innocence, don't miss The Stepmother. All she wanted was her husband's son.
You needn't worry. I won't tell your father. You won't tell him, will you?
The Stepmother, a Crown International picture, rated R.
Sounds like my family. Midwest premiere of The Stepmother starts Friday at theaters and drive-ins all over Chicagoland. The Stepmother, distributed by Gilbreth Film. Art Roberts feels you. Tomorrow at 6 on WCFL. 10:44 on a Wednesday night with the Adrisi brothers.
Sage hear about Ray Stanley. He wants the local officials in Leamington Spa to help him get a bigger house so he, his children, his wife, and his mistress can all live together. Really? Mr. Stanley says the strain of trying to make ends meet between the two families is getting too much for him. Right now he's paying $11 a week rent for an apartment for his mistress and children. And across town he's paying $26 a week for a house and his wife and his children. And he only makes $65 a week. He's a garbage collector. This is Jim Frank.
Talks have broken off. This is Walt Hamilton. Chicago area carpenters and 5 employers associations are working toward a new contract, but
we are at a complete impasse at this point in regards to wages, fringes, and work agreements, work rules.
George Vest, president of the District Carpenters Union, says there won't be any work stoppage or strike so long as the two sides keep talking. Council will try to sign up independent contractors first.
People talk and you hear Chicago.
I say this to all homeowners. It's time that you start fighting for your rights. You are property owners, and I think that all parks, forest preserves, any other place where there's gathering of these so-called our God's children, it's up to the parents really to pull them in, but they don't seem to want to do it. But I think it should be 8 to 8, a curfew. I think this man that has been tarred on his doorsteps, burned his door and screen and stuff like this, I think it's about time we older people start putting our 2 cents in. I mean 2 cents is up to the police department, forest rangers and everything to follow through. And if they can't do it, get somebody else. I thank you.
The comment lines are open. Call right now, 222-1037. People Talk, Chicago Speak.
Let's talk about Morton Grove, as Howie Roberts. Chain is only as strong as its weakest link, right? And a city is best run by those best qualified. Well, with that in mind, the League of Women Voters got in the act. They want to help Morton Grove write a personnel-type plan for getting village employees qualified in every way. Ruth Baum, the league president, sent the mayor a letter about it. Said Mayor Jewel Bodie, there's something of value here. Trustee Martin Ashman says, I am very interested in the subject. See what getting involved can do, like the folks in Morton Grove are?
Be some big talk in Washington tomorrow night. This is John Gannis. President Nixon will present a travelogue to a congressional get-together. The joint session will be held in the House chambers, where Nixon will tell about his agreements with the Russians and about what he did and saw in the other 3 countries he visited. Be interesting, if not predictable, to hear what he says.
It's easier now. This is Wanda Wells. If you're Catholic and want your marriage annulled, Vatican, faced with about 1,200 cases a year, 90% dealing with women being frigid, has a new rule on the subject. Unlike days of old, the bishops in the cities and towns now can start annulment proceedings without asking first for permission.
The meeting was short, if not sweet. This is Mike Rollins. The Democratic National Convention Committee meeting on Wabash, and because of that, Alderman wanted to call off the city council meeting right after it opened. Some didn't, like Seymour Simon.
We have in attendance here many citizens of Chicago,
And they are entitled to have the council meeting go on as planned and as scheduled, unless there's a compelling reason for that not to be done.
Then the council voted 24-9.
On adjournment, recess. 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
And that's the way it was. Tomorrow wins.
Taking the pulse of Chicago, this is Howie Kaplan. A lot of parents are uptight, think the school crisis isn't over. They're on their way to Springfield.
I'm going to Springfield because I feel that the Bacalus formula bill should be passed to provide more funds for the Chicago schools. I want my children to get the best education, have a well-rounded education that will include all facets of learning. I intend to see the legislatures in Springfield and inform them that a no vote for education in Chicago is a no vote for them in November.
Jeff Blatt is laying it on the line. Wonder if the representatives will listen.
The Cubs didn't make it, but the Sox are at it now. St. Louis did it to the Cubs 1-0, and at the end of one inning, the White Sox won, California Angels nothing.
WCFL, Art Roberts. In 1972, 25 million Americans between the ages of 18 and 24 will be eligible to vote for the first time in a presidential election. The student vote can help you with a registration drive. Call the student vote 929-2670.
Be heard. Sound off 222-1037, the Big Ten comment line.
Weatherman turning on spring again. Fair tonight, low around 40. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, high in the 70s. Wind south 9. Temperatures northwest 53, southwest 52. Downtown Marine City 53.
W. Ron O'Brien. CFL.
WCFL 1055 with Ron O'Brien on a Wednesday night in Chicago with the Creedence Cleanwater Revival. Someday never comes. Art Roberts is here, though. WCFL. 10:58 on a Wednesday night at Chicago with Ron O'Brien. Many different ways to interpret the title of this song. There's the Oh Girl. Oh Girl. Naturally, I prefer Oh Girl. The Shy Light. WCFL. Chicago. 11:01 of the Voice of Labor with Ron O'Brien, and as we say in the South, well, it's nice to be with you all. Here's the gallery.